until
Yeah.
just when I
Hey.
was doing it on my own. It's funny.
Everyone's
So
gonna be happy
cute.
to see you. You're back. Angie's back.
No
Amazing.
way.
Okay, give me a second, guys.
Go ahead. How you doing, Paul?
I'm good, bro. How are you?
I'm good, much better.
Much better. Good.
Yeah.
You still on funding? Not funding talent. FTMO.
Yeah, I'm still on it. It was like -8 at some point. Now it's
Hope it's
-4. So it's
okay.
not
That's
bad.
good. That's good.
Yeah.
Consistency, bro.
And it's really interesting because I was just killing the trades by myself. I mean, like I was stopping, like I was closing it because I couldn't take like, oh shit, I'm on this trade. And then actually it plays out. So that's the thing that was happening. So once I realized that, I was like, okay, that's what's wrong. So it
You,
was really interesting.
you know, one thing you have to understand, right? Is it's honestly like if your psychology is not on point, you really can't do anything in the markets. Like your analysis can be right, you could have a winning strategy, but if your psychology is not on point, like you actually cannot do anything in the markets because you'll make silly decisions. You'll have fear when you're making those decisions. You'll have
It's
greed.
true, yeah.
When all of these things come together, you can really have a really bad week. So it could be nothing to do with the price section. It could be nothing to do with the market conditions. It could just be your mindset, right? But
Yeah.
that's the thing. Now look, the markets are in amazing condition. Everything's going our way. So even your mindset should be on point. So I would say one thing, like, did you see the video, right? And stick to
I
one, two,
did,
two
yeah.
trades a day. I watch it every other day. Like honestly, it will tell you stick to 1 to 2 trades a day, and eventually, like it will play out. Honestly, just trust the process. If we try rush the process, take 10, 20 trades a day, we're rushing a process, right? We're rushing the process.
Yeah.
But if we trust the process, guess what? Eventually it will all work out. If it's meant to be, it will be. That's what I believe. Okay, so now looking at weekly again, look at all of these rejections from the left as well. We had massive, massive rejections from this area. Usually when we do reject this area, we start to push all the way down. So like the first rejection we had, price actually pushed all the way down to 1800. After that, the second one becomes your retest, right? And then we had a nice push down to 1832. So that's what we're trying to figure out now. Okay, is this our rejection area or is this just our pullback area? So obviously looking at the current price action that we have on the weekly time frame, this obviously becomes one of those areas that you are expecting rejections from this area. But as soon as you start to clear this area, the resistance is actually all the way up there, and this weekly candle has not done much of anything whatsoever. Well, now one thing that we do have is that we have a really nice bottom wick on the weekly time frame, and let's also check where are we rejecting from on the weekly time frame. So if we quickly check the weekly lows, let's just quickly mark these out. And look at that. Okay, so the bottom wick is actually rejecting off of a really strong key area. So usually when price does reject off of here, look what happens. We push all the way to the top side, and then the first target becomes your resistance level, and then from there you start to get those rejections, and then you get a pullback down to this area which we are rejecting at the moment, and this is our resistance area. So as you guys can see, we clear the resistance area, we come back to retest it, turn it into support, and then from there start to form higher highs and higher lows. So that's amazing. The bottom wick is really good, is tapping a key area, and at this point now, which I was concerned about yesterday a little bit because we had no bottom wick whatsoever, but now
Yeah.
we actually do now. And look at the lows as well. You see the way prices just literally faked this candle out. We haven't even violated the lows, literally just tapped the lows, literally just tapped the lows, and then after that we had a massive push to the top side. It just shows you that there are a lot of buy orders here, and like there was no selling momentum whatsoever. So this is also like some sort of double bottom being formed. If we go down to the lower time frame, we're going to see potentially a double bottom, right? Look at that. So look what's happening on the 4 hour at this point now. This was your liquidity zone over here, so we do have liquidity in the market as well. We gotta understand that, okay, this was our liquidity zone. From here we did form new highs. Look at that. So a lot of stop losses are going to be below this nice bearish candle, engulfing everything to the left, taking everyone out below this structure. But again, the structure lows are all the way down there. You are forming higher highs, higher lows. We don't usually use trend lines, but I could show you guys, right? Look at that. We're still forming higher highs, higher lows. And look how the trend line aligns as well. So this over here was your liquidity zone. So we broke this. Now we have liquidity in the market, which we grabbed yesterday. And so now look what price is doing. Price is starting to form higher highs and higher lows once again. So at this point, look, every time, where did we actually start the massive move up from? So we actually started it all the way from this area, which was 1856. So now if we start to respect this and start turning this into a support area, which we are doing right here, what is stopping us from going all the way to the daily highs? Because we do understand that we are really bullish on gold, and we are in a massive uptrend at the moment. So I really don't want to fight the uptrend, because look, you understand one thing, right? You have different market conditions, and right now we're just trending to the top side. So I really don't want to fight gold whatsoever. But again, we want to be fluid in the market, so we also want to see how can the sales play out. So look at the hourly time frame as well, just a massive push to the top side. So now looking at the hourly time frame, this area over here usually does become that rejection area. Looking to the left as well, yeah, we do hold this area as a really strong resistance, so we're definitely going to mark this area out. So now let's say, right, if we start turning this area into some sort of resistance, start to violate all laws, like, you know, your hourly laws, and then at that point we come back to form some sort of double top up here and then see more rejections, more momentum to the downside. At that point we can say, okay, cool, now we can take price down easily down to the hourly support, and that's about 60-70 pips, which is a really nice range for us because we usually aim for the 1-to-1s. Let me quickly just refresh this. I don't know why TradingView is so buggy recently. So buggy. You are stuck on screen. Oh no, again? I don't know what's wrong with my webcam, guys. Give me a second. Hold up. There we go. You are freezed. Alright guys, I'm back. Just start spamming my Insta if I'm frozen again. But yeah, honestly, look at this whole move from the yesterday as well. Really massive move to the downside to grab liquidity, right? So I feel like this whole move down was just a liquidity grab. So as soon as we start to turn this area now into some sort of support, because this is the last bit of area where we can get those massive rejections from, right? So this area here becomes really crucial. This area that we have over here, really crucial area. But if we can start turning this area into some sort of support, at that point you see this whole move down, we're gonna correct it all the way back up, because this becomes your 50% mark as well, right? So from here, if we start seeing some sort of massive bearish momentum kick in to the downside, at that point you can safely say, okay, look, price wants to go back down to potentially form new lows and potentially go down to retest weekly lows, and you know, go down a little bit more to retest a key area. But at this point now, honestly, if we start respecting this area, start turning this area into some sort of support, I'm taking this all the way to the top side. But this area over here becomes really crucial. This area is 1864. I really want to see how price plays around this area, 1864. If we can start turning this into a support area, I'll take it up. Otherwise, I'm expecting pullbacks, corrections, at least down to the support area that we have on the hourly, which is all the way down to 1858. So yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. We still have like another 21 minutes left before our session starts. But look at price action, look at everything. Look at your weekly time frame. You have broken out of the range, but the previous weekly candle was really massive. So obviously you are expecting some sort of corrections, right? You're expecting some sort of pullbacks. So even if we had a nice pullback all the way down to like 1828, kind of like violating all the lows, grabbing a lot of liquidity in the market to go all the way back up, that would be lovely. But again, what we done yesterday was we formed a bone wick, and now this candle, pretty much what this candle is doing now is starting to fake the previous candle out. But in order for this candle to be a fake out candle, it needs to obviously start pushing all the way up, and it needs to form a new high. So that's our jobs as traders, is to figure out, is this candle going to become a fake out candle, or are we just going to retest this resistance and start pushing down? Because the way previous candle has closed, it closed really bearish, right? This is what you call a pin bar candle. So we do understand the momentum is to the downside. Yesterday it was really bearish, but again we have tapped a really key area. So from here, if gold wants to push up, I'll take it up. If it wants to push down, I'm also more than happy to take it down. Either way, we have a really nice range to the top side and the downside. But look at your daily candle as well. It's pushed up about 160 pips, 160 pips, and usually we do not buy the top side of the gold. So even if we do want to buy this, as I said, it needs to come down to a support area, retest this, potentially give us that confirmation that this area still is holding. There are still a lot of buy orders here, and from there we can potentially take it all the way back up. But we need that pullback, because so far we've just had this straight push up. So we need some sort of pullback, some sort of secondary test, giving us the extra bit of confirmation. After that we can take it back up. Otherwise I think sells will play out today. Even right now, if it was our session, honestly, sells would look amazing. Like rejecting off of this key area, they would look amazing. Look at this massive bearish candle just breaking out of the range, and next one came up to retest. Pin bar bearish candle is just gonna drop all the way to the downside. So let's just see how it plays out. Let's see if we can start respecting this area over here. But if we do start to violate this, we can see to the left below this, sells can play out really nicely. Obviously this becomes your first area that you have to break, and after that this becomes a really massive rejection area. So from here buyers can play out as well, so we need to really watch out for this area over here. I'm looking out for this area for buys, and anything below this I'm interested in sells, but anything above this I'm looking for those buys. So I'm basically just expecting those pullbacks, and then hopefully by the time we get our session opening, we can start taking it all the way back up. That would be lovely. Looking at the daily candles again, what is everything doing? Look at that. So look, we had a rejection over here. This is where we formed a new high. The next one pretty much done a pullback, and the candle afterwards obviously formed a double top up here. And again, even after forming the double top, we did not get any sort of massive rejections. We did not violate any structural laws. That's the thing, right? So the only violation of laws we've had was yesterday after forming our bottom wick. So we do understand that obviously now we do have liquidity in the market, and if we go down to the 4 hour, we can see it really clearly. Look at that. The structural laws have been violated yesterday. Really massive push to the downside. That's a lot of liquidity in the market. You guys gotta understand, a lot of liquidity, because this was a massive range, massive range. And then obviously as soon as we started to violate this, a lot of sellers got taken out. And so that's the thing. Look at this bullish candle here, just engulfed everything to the left. So it engulfed a whole bearish candle. And then obviously next one became your pullback candle, because we tapped this area. And then look at this massive engulfing bullish candle. So the only thing I'm expecting now is potentially if we can get some sort of pullbacks, and at that point take gold all the way back up. I'm quite bullish on gold, honestly. This is simple. Like we got a lot of liquidity in the market. Everyone knows that gold is quite bullish right now because of the breakdowns we have done, and we are in a massive uptrend. So for us to actually like capitalize on a sell position becomes a little bit tricky unless we can get those extra bit of confirmations. Even yesterday you guys saw we waited for those confirmations before executing on a sell position. Even though it played out really nicely, we caught like 70 pips, but we did catch buys at first as well. So that's the thing. We caught 3 trades yesterday, 2 buys and 1 sells. Even though the sells were the ones that paid out the most, but still buys worked as well. We had 3 for 3, all winners. Again today, I'll be interested in sells. Looking to the left, where can we cash in when it comes to the sells? So you can see from here, when we do get those rejections, the rejections are really massive. But again, let's see if we can start turning this area, even this area over here, into some sort of resistance area. I think we can see maybe sells playing out, but I want to see this 4 hour lows being violated and being turned into some sort of resistance. Until then I'm just quite bullish. I'll be honest with you guys, I'm really bullish on gold. I'm not looking for any sells. This whole move down is going to be corrected, literally. This was your whole move down to grab liquidity to the downside, and at this point what we are waiting for is literally momentum. So this is also your new 15-minute open as well. Let's see what it does. But yeah, this is your 4 hour lows right here. I think what we can do is potentially maybe have that second sort of retest of this area, and from there just take it all the way back up. But honestly, for me, sells are below this area over here, which is 1856. Because where are the daily lows? The daily lows are literally all the way down there. So even below there, below that we got really nice, about 60 pips. So we can easily take a 1-to-1 position below this range as well. Really nice range. Because you know what I'm expecting on this candle? Let me see if I can draw. I think, Angie, you know what I'm going to draw, right? Like this candle turns into something like this. Actually, let me draw literally next to it, right next to it. Something like this. Obviously not that big, but closing above the resistance, because we haven't had a close above this resistance. So I'm expecting something like this, honestly.
Yeah.
Like it fakes everything up, like closes above the resistance. But if there is enough momentum, we can obviously start pushing all the way to the top side as well. Because guys, look at one thing. Just look at this previous candle. Look how massive this candle was. This previous candle literally pushed all the way down to a key area. More than 200 pips. That is not an average candle. That is not an average daily candle. So this needs to be corrected. So that's what we're looking to see. Is the correction over here done now? So how can we know if the correction is done? Obviously, it needs to violate a key area. So a key area is all the way down there. Until then, this just becomes our range. This just becomes our pullback because we've tapped into this area. You can see this becomes your resistance area, right? Over here. And then from here, you see a lot of sell orders being executed. This is pretty much what's happening at the moment. You can see right here, if I actually just push it all the way to the left, you can see right there. A lot of sellers are sitting up here. So this is literally just your sell orders being executed at that point. You know, price will start to go down. But unless we actually start to violate our key area, which is just here, I'm not looking for those sells. Because I'm expecting this daily candle over here, the current daily candle, to actually start faking out the previous candle. Because the way this is forming, it seems like you can do that. So yeah, let's see. I have to wait for our session to open. Is my camera still on? Okay, the camera is on now. So someone said the best in London.
Who else is there? It's
Best
just
in
you.
London, but we're not even trading the London session. I don't know about the best, but most definitely one of the most transparent.
Definitely.
Transparency is the key. Hopefully everyone's ready on the YouTube live stream, guys. Make sure you guys drop a like. Our session opens in the next 11 minutes, and honestly, gold looks amazing today. Like we're gonna see something massive. Because look at the way this daily candle is printing right now. Honestly, I can see us pushing all the way to the top side. Because this previous candle over here, I'm calling this a bluff. This is a liquidity grab. This is not a bearish candle to go down. I'm calling this candle a bluff. It could, now that's the thing, right? If I start seeing those confirmations that I'm looking for, at that point I'm like, okay, it's not a bluff anymore. But until then, I'm just calling this candle a bluff. Literally. Yeah, sells below this area makes a lot of sense. But until then, I'm just calling this candle a bluff. As long as we respect 1856 to 1855, I'm looking to take this all the way to the top side. And I'm calling this daily candle a bluff. It is not the previous daily candle. I'm calling this candle over here a bluff, and this candle here will push all the way to the top side. That's what I am expecting. Oh, there we go. You're starting to see the momentum to the top side now. Amazing. Look at this beast, guys. Nice. Let's see if we can keep on pushing up. And at this point, the best thing about this is that we've done our pullback. We've had our pullback at this point now from this area. So if we can start forming higher highs, higher lows above this, we have a really nice range to the top side. I'm expecting this whole move here to be corrected. This whole move down needs to get corrected. Let's look at the daily. Look at that daily. That's the best thing about the previous daily candle. It gave us such a nice range. Obviously, you do want to mark out your range above this area as well. We have like a 40 pip range before we start to approach the previous wick, which is all the way up there. Obviously, from there, you saw a lot of selling momentum kick in, so you do want to keep this area in mind. But yeah, honestly, this daily candle, I'm expecting it to engulf everything to the left. So if we can start coming all the way up to 1870, I can really see that. I think 1870 is achievable today. And if it does have momentum, then we can potentially even see the daily highs being hit. But again, guys, we have to be realistic, right? So there is no news, there is nothing. This is just your clean price action. So can we really expect gold pushing up about 300 pips? Potentially, yeah. Why? Because we have a lot of liquidity in the market, a lot of liquidity. So if it does want to push up, I think we can do that 100%. That's one thing about liquidity, right? It will give you those crazy moves. But honestly, look it up. So at this point, literally all we got to do is push up another 100 pips, and our session starts in 8 minutes. And then we also have NYSE. Why is it not achievable? I think we can do that. I think we might be able to see 1876, 1877 today. I think we might be able to see that. This could be our TP. Honestly. Because look at this daily candle. This looks like your classic fake out candle, man.
Yeah.
Your classic fake out candle. I've seen this too many times, way too many times. Because look, it had that rejection. Let me also quickly just mark the daily highs. So these are also our current daily highs right here. Like literally our current daily highs. So if we start to violate this again for the second time, look, we're forming a new high on the daily candle as well. So this is actually our daily highs. I'll just change the color to white. Usually I would never buy gold when gold is actually this high, but in this scenario, this seems like a fake out candle, and I can see a lot of potential to the top side. So us looking for sells now, we're saying that I'm willing to miss out. Oh, look at this, guys. Look at this push to the top side. Wow. If this was our session, oh, man, would have been in this. Garcia, don't tell me you're in this, my brother. I see you. You're looking at the screen.
Yeah, I'm over here on like MT5, like trying to see, because on TradingView how you could put like 4-hour support or something in the text. I'm trying to see if you could do that on MT5.
That's a good call.
Yeah. I don't know. I never tried it, honestly.
Yeah, because I like clicked on the description, typed it in, but it doesn't appear, so I don't think you can.
Okay.
Yeah, but no, not a no trade. I took a loss on GJ just like a few minutes ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, bro. I would say like honestly, stay away from GJ. I can't trade GJ.
It's my bread and butter, dog.
It's his first
It is. For me, no way. GJ, I'm not touching GJ. GJ actually gets like gold. Like I can actually like control myself when trading gold, but GJ I cannot control myself. There
was a bank holiday, wasn't it? I was off that day.
Yeah. It annoys me. It annoys me so much, honestly.
Oh no.
It just moved a lot slower. That's
just made 2.1k on gold by 1 minute. Wow. Well, that's what happens when you do a 1-to-1 session with me. He done a 1-to-1 session with me yesterday. Amazing. See, that's what I like to hear, man. That's what I like to hear. Now again, look, our session hasn't even started, so you're gonna see more volatility kick in. But again, as I said, man, with this strategy, make sure you're sticking to 1 to 2 trades a day. So if you made your profits, just call it a day. Don't take any more trades. Call it a day. Oh, hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. How
Hello.
are you?
So I just wanted to add something on that notes that you add. I know on MT4, when you put it in your notes and you just hover over the line, it'll show up what it is. It doesn't actually show on the screen. That's how I put my notes on MT4. You just put them in the little notes section, and then every time you hover over the line, it's going to tell you what it is. But it won't stay on the screen like it does on TradingView.
Okay. That's actually good though. That's actually better.
Does that make sense? So no one else can see your notes. Like only when you hover over that line, it's going to show up right then.
Wait, so how'd you add it on the MetaTrader 5, the notes? I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
Maybe you have to like obviously first put the line and then maybe you can right click the line or something. I don't know. We'll have to figure out.
Yeah, and then you go to properties and then you put it in there.
Okay.
Yeah, like where it says description.
Yes, and then then whenever you enter it or save it, it's going to show up when you hover. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Makes a lot of sense. A lot of sense. And guys, gold is about to give us some nice moves. Okay, we got another 3 minutes left. 43 minutes left and our session opens. Okay, let's quickly see what's happening now. Have we violated the current daily highs? Not yet. So, okay, cool. But look at that. Again, look at the 4-hour candle. Is literally still respecting its own lows. We are still forming higher highs and higher lows. Let's look at the structure on the lower time frame. Look at that. This candle literally just had a really nice bottom wick, retested this resistance, and then after that we had a massive push to the top side. So we do understand that there are a lot of buyers sitting here. So I would like to see maybe we can get some sort of pullback down to this level to take a buy position as well. Potentially
Nice.
we could see that.
Yeah, I have that marked. Yeah, 62, 61 zone.
This will be a nice zone, most definitely.
That would be a nice pullback.
Yeah, honestly, nice pullback zone from here. Take a nice position. If we can see some sort of double bottom being formed up down here, and then from there take it all the way back up. Because as I said, this over here, these are really massive candles. Really massive candles. This needs to be corrected, honestly. But we need to start clearing this zone though. So as soon as we can start clearing this zone, I can see us pushing all the way to the top side. All the way to the top side. Just want to mention another thing. You guys can see a lot of sellers are sitting up here, a lot of sell orders. There are a lot of sell orders here, so do you want to watch out for this area though. But again, as soon as we start clearing this, it's just clean traffic, right? We do know that there are not any massive orders, so we can take it all the way to the top side if it works out. Okay, got another 2 minutes left now. Another 2 minutes left. How do we get on the Discord? Guys, I'm not using the Discord at the moment. This is not Discord, this is Zoom. This is not Discord. This is the Zoom chat. I'm not using the Discord. I'll take out the link because I'm really just not active on Discord, but I'll make a Telegram though. I'll make a Telegram soon. Again, really nice structure to the top side, forming higher highs, higher lows. Again, we just formed a new low at this point now. Let's see if we can respect this low. But again, obviously, if we do start to violate this low, we do understand that we can push all the way to the downside. But again, sells really tricky in my opinion. Really tricky to take sells.
It has such a momentum.
Yeah,
You have big
that's the
ball
thing.
to it.
That's the thing. Maybe we could see a sell setup playing out below this wick that we have over here. So maybe 1861. If we start seeing some sort of lower lows and lower highs being formed below this, we can take a 1-to-1 position, because we do understand from there we do get a really nice push down to 1857, and then obviously by the time we reach 1857, our 1-to-1s should be hit, because our stop losses are usually about 20 pips, so that's about 30 pips to the downside. So maybe we can see sells playing out below there, but until then, man, I'm not a big fan of sells. I'm just waiting for those pullbacks and higher highs to take it all the way to the top side. Yeah, maybe sells below this. Until then, just waiting for those pullbacks. Okay, this is the open now. Let's see what happens.
We have opened.
We have the open. The candle has the bottom wick at this point. Let's see what the next candle does. Okay, it's starting to push up really nicely at this point, but I want it to come down just a little bit more. Potentially retest these lows over here. If we can start violating 1862, at that point we can come down to the lows. This is your open now. You have the upper wick as well as the bottom wick, but this range over here is a no sell zone in my opinion so far. Look at the way the previous candles closed as well. We've had the pullback. So at this point, if this candle wants to form a bottom wick to start pushing all the way back up, I don't mind taking this position all the way to the top side. Honestly, this might just be it, guys. I might be looking to take a position here if we start pushing to the top side, putting stop losses below this, but still waiting. Right now, still waiting. because I wanted to push down just a little bit more. But if I do see a massive bullish candle printing out, engulfing everything to the left on the lower time frames, I'll be more than happy to take it back up. More than happy. So just go wait and see what happens. Because look, at this point, this is your second retest of the 30-minute lows. So if we start to reject this, start pushing up, that's a really good position to the top side, in my opinion, because we have volatility in the market. You're expecting volatility to drive price all the way to the top side. Until then, we just have to sit on our hands, because we can expect really massive pullbacks. But if we start holding this zone, honestly, why not? Looking to the left as well, we usually do get really massive pushes from this area as well. Really massive rejections. Look at that. Really massive rejection from this area over here, as we can see. So let's see if we can start turning this area into some sort of support to push all the way to the top side. So I want to see some sort of support being formed above this area over here. We can see a lot of buyers take control over here. So obviously it's natural for sellers to sit up here as well. So if there are buy orders, there will also be sell orders there, right? So let's see what happens now. Until then, I think we can push down a little bit more. Look at this area, really massive rejection from this area. If we start turning this area into some sort of support rejection area, pushing all the way to the highs. Until then, we just have to sit and wait. Looking at the 30 minutes, potentially forming that bottom wick. So let's see. Looking at the hourly candle, look at the previous so the hourly candle is still open at the moment. Look at the rejections though. See, it formed highs and then obviously it came all the way down to form lows, and now at this point it's starting to reject after coming down to retest this resistance area. So now two things are going to happen. Either we're going to start violating the lows that we have formed on the hourly and start turning this area into resistance to push all the way down, or we're going to obviously retest this, potentially grab a little bit more liquidity and form some sort of double bottom here to push all the way back up. That's what we are waiting for. But again, we do understand that we do have momentum on our side. So if you start seeing some sort of massive bullish candles and start turning 1863 into support, we're taking it all the way to the top side. Most definitely. But we just have to wait, have to wait for those confirmations. Sales below this looks good though. So sales below 1861. There we go, starting to get pushed down now. At this point again, we're about to violate the lows on the hourly. So now we need to see, are we going to violate the hourly lows, or is this your pullback to the top side? That's what we need to see. So the hourly lows are actually just here, just at 1861.58. That's where the hourly lows are. Quickly just going to mark the hourly lows as well. Give me the extra bit of confirmation. So if you can start violating the hourly lows and obviously start forming higher highs, lower lows and lower highs below 1861 400, I think we can take it down. Until then, it just becomes a pullback. So willing to sit on my hands. Okay, look at this now. Ooh, look at this bullish candle. This might be it, guys, all the way to the top side. This might be the rocket ship. Honestly, look at that pin bar candle. If we start breaking to the top side, this might be it. This might be it. This might be your pullback done as well, because look at this area. From here, you do get those massive explosive moves to the top side. I think this might be our entry, guys. I might be looking to take an entry here. If I see explosive push to the top side. Oh gosh, let me see. Magic keys open. Magic keys open. Okay, my magic keys is opening now. Let me just input some risk. Man, this is so crazy. Every time I turn my magic keys on, it will just give me that notification. Okay, let's just try again. 2%. Okay, everything looks good. Okay, let's see if it works now. Let's go. Magic keys on. 1 second. Okay, magic keys are working now. Hopefully. Ange, does it ever do that to you? You turn your magic keys on and then it gives you that notification and it doesn't even turn on.
Yes, it does. Yeah.
I don't know why magic keys do that. Okay, let's see. Hopefully now. Hopefully now. Because if I do enter and it doesn't work, that would be terrible, right? Okay, there we go, guys. Let's see now. Just have to wait. Have to wait. Have to wait. Have to wait. Still forming lower lows and lower highs. Structure lows are all the way down there. Even looking at the 4 hour. 4 hour starting to reject at this point, but again, this might just be a correction on the 4 hour, just a pullback. A really good confirmation will be obviously the 4 hour lows, but looking to the left, we do usually push down from this level if we do start turning this area into some sort of resistance. Maybe looking to the left furthermore. Yeah, this area over here, if we do turn this into some sort of resistance, I think we can take it down. So we're starting to violate the lows at this point now, and let's see. I want to see a nice close and I want to see a pullback back up to this resistance level to take it down. Okay, 1861. Until then, it's just a pullback in my opinion. Look at your 4 hours, still quite bullish. But if we start turning this area into resistance and we see momentum to the downside, we can take it down most definitely. Okay, ready to go, guys. Just waiting for the close now and a pullback back to this level. Okay, cool. I want to see a pullback back to this level. Until then, not touching it. Not touching it. It could push down very well, but I would like to see a pullback. We've got another 2 minutes left as well for the 5 minute to open. It can potentially form that upper wick and give us that pullback. So let's see if we can get that with the next 5 minute opening. Even though it can really push down from here if we start turning this area into a resistance, but I really want to see a pullback. Really want to see a pullback before taking anything. See this area now, we're holding this area as a resistance, so that's lovely. But I want to see a nice engulfing close below this, a pullback, another rejection. At that point I'll take it. Otherwise this can still turn into your basically, as I said, like you can still grab liquidity below this to start pushing back up. So now let's say this turns into an engulfing bullish candle closing all the way to the top side. This is your move up. So that's why you have to wait. Patience. And look at the way this candle is printing at this point now. This bullish engulfing candle. Let's see how this candle closes. Honestly, I might take a buy position here if we see a nice close. Maybe a nice engulfing close, retest and start breaking the highs to take it all the way to the top side. So gonna wait for the next minute candle to open, form that upper wick or the bottom wick, either to take it to the top side or the downside. Let's see how this plays out. So now we're looking to see, is this a retest or we're going to break back up? This becomes your liquidity grab. Look at the 4 hour, we're still bullish. This can potentially just be your pullback done, grabbing some liquidity on the lower time frames. I do understand one thing about gold. It usually does grab a lot of liquidity on the minute time frame as well. So this is your bottom wick being formed. If we start breaking to the top side, I think we can take it all the way to the top side now. If we start breaking the upper wick at this point, honestly, we can. This is your new 5 minute open. We have more momentum kick in. I want to see a really nice push to the top side at this point. Have liquidity in the market. This is really nice pullback in my opinion. If we can start violating the highs at this point with some sort of momentum. Okay guys, let it break the highs again, and I'm in this buy position now. If it breaks the minute highs again, I'm in this buy position. Okay, I'm about to take this position. I want to see a nice massive push to the top side and aiming for the 1-to-1. There we go. This might be the rocket ship, and I'm taking a buy position. Let's start breaking the highs again. And we have liquidity in the market as well. Really nice pullback. We're catching gold all the way from the downside at this point. If we can take a buy position here, stop loss obviously below the structure, aiming for the 1-to-1. So I want to see this area being turned into some sort of support area, and then from there we can take it all the way to the top side. I don't want to see any sort of engulfing bearish candles over here. At that point, obviously the setup becomes invalid, but now we do have liquidity in the market, massive rejections, engulfing everything, breaking all highs. I think we can come all the way to the top side at this point if we start forming higher highs and higher lows above this, but we have to still wait because this can turn into the pullback area and you might see a massive bearish candle. But now honestly, look, you have a pullback candle as well on the lower time frames. On the minute time frame at this point now, the next candle, if it starts to engulf everything to the left, I'm taking a buy position. Fingers on the trigger. So now this candle needs to start breaking all highs, and then at that point this becomes your pullback, this becomes your engulfing bullish candle, and I'm taking it all the way to the top side. All the way to the top side. This should give us a nice stop loss as well. If it does engulf everything, let's say something like this, stop loss below the current candle could be nice. Aiming for the 1-to-1. But to be safe, obviously I'll put my stop loss below the structure. That's what works for us, but even this could give you a good stop loss. But let's see if we can see the buys playing out from here, because we have liquidity in the market. This is your pullback, you have momentum in the market as well. If we start violating these highs, I think we are good to go up. We are really good to go up. Look at the 4-hour. Still, this area here is really crucial. If we turn this area into support, we're pushing all the way to the top side. Let's see if this candle can start violating all highs now and give us that nice entry to the top side. Okay, this might be it, guys. If it breaks the highs, I'm in this trade. As I said, if it breaks the highs, I'm in this trade. I'm taking a little bit of an impulsive entry, but it makes a lot of sense because I'm going to give my stop loss a little bit more room to breathe. This might just be it now. I think our entry is coming. I want to see this explode all the way to the top side, breaking all highs. 222. We had the break now. This becomes our pullback, and now we just need an engulfing bullish candle to break to the top side. That's a really high confirmation trade at this point. Forming higher highs, higher lows, our pullback is done, and we literally had the best pullback we could have expected with liquidity in the market as well. So from here we can easily achieve our 1-to-1s, and so let's break these highs and I'm in this trade, guys. Another minute left. Hopefully with the next 15-minute open, we can start pushing all the way to the top side. I don't want to see these lows being violated at this point now. Otherwise, obviously, I'm switching my bias to sells, and I'm not looking for these buys anymore. But until then, I think the buys look really good from this area to take it all the way to the top side. But as I said, if we start violating these lows, start forming lower lows, lower highs, start turning this area into some sort of resistance, look double top, at that point, obviously, again, as I said, we can see sales playing out from here as well. But we are expecting pullbacks. Our bias is bullish, so I'd rather take a buy position right now than a sell position. But sell position can work up below this as well, and we're really fluid in the market. Okay. Let's see if we can start violating the highs at this point now with some sort of momentum. And then with the next 15-minute open, we can just expect more volatility to kick in and drive our price straight up to the TP, which will be at 1-to-1, obviously. Okay, there we go. This might just be it. Look at the rejection. Look at the retest. And guys, this might be it. As soon as we break the highs, I'm in this position. I don't mind being in a little bit of a drawdown if it wants to come down to form a bottom wick. I will take a position if we start breaking the highs. Come on, gold. Give me this position. Give me this position. There we go. This is a 15-minute open. We have the bottom wick at this point. Look at the 50. Okay, guys. I might be looking to take a position here now. Let's see how it plays out. I just want to see the highs being broken with some sort of momentum. If we can see momentum and highs being broken, we're going all the way to the top side. And this is a sniper entry all the way from the downside. Should be a really nice trade if it works out. Let's see. Are we going to start breaking highs at this point? 1862. 1862.30. Really nice entry over there. Okay, this is it. Pullback done at this point now. I want to see engulfing bullish candle. There we go, guys. This is it. This is it. Another nice push. Okay, I'm in this trade now. I'm in this trade. Partial TP at 1 to 1. I'm taking this all the way to the top side. Looks good. Honestly, looks good. As long as we start respecting these highs, we should be good to go up. Stop loss is a little bit big though, because I'm taking it all the way from the top side of the range. About 24 pips for the stop loss. And the TP obviously is 1 to 1. First TP is 1 to 1. But at this point, looking at everything, look at your daily time frame, everything's bullish. You're just expecting a pullback to a key area. This is what we just got now. We got a pullback. Everything looked good. Even look at your 4-hour candle as well. It's so bullish. But again, you were expecting some sort of corrections because it did tap this key area over here. But now this area over here is really crucial. We've started to turn this area into a key area, and we've started to turn this area into some sort of support. At this point, you're expecting price to just push all the way to the top side. And this also gives you a really nice entry because you're catching it all the way from the downside after you have liquidity in the market. So at this point now, look, as long as we don't violate these structural lows, I think we can come all the way up to the daily highs. But again, we do understand that obviously this can turn into that pullback area and we can start pushing all the way to the downside. So you want to obviously always look to manage your risk. But from here, I think a buy position makes way more sense. Okay, 3 pips up at this point. Let me see if, oh, look at this beast all the way to the top side. Look at this, guys. 6-7 pips up at this point now. There we go. Okay, another nice. So now look at that. 7-8 pips up at this point, guys. Make sure you drop a like. 10 pips up, guys. Winning trade. Let's go. Drop a like on the YouTube live stream. What a beast this trade was. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Wow, guys. Drop a like on the YouTube live stream. Again, another winning trade. Wow, look at this beast. Drop a like, drop a W in the YouTube live stream. Look at this beast pushing all the way to the top side. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. At this point, make sure you guys have secured profits. You're up 10 pips. Drop a like on the YouTube live stream. Every single day we come onto the live stream, give you analysis, trades, everything. Drop a like. Let's see if we can hit 40 likes today, guys. And look at this beast, more than 10 pips up at this point. Make sure the trade is risk-free for you guys. Make sure you have secured profits. And yeah, I'm just going to let this run, honestly, all the way up to the daily highs, because I can see that being hit. But look at this engulfing bullish candle, guys. What a beast. All the way to the top side. At this point, look, you can expect pullbacks as well. So I don't mind if I see pullbacks. Honestly, that's part of the game, because look at that. You want to start marking out zones. This is one of our pullback areas. But look, at this point, honestly, we start breaking above 1863. We're going to see a nice push all the way to the top side. All the way to the top side. Nice push all the way to the top side. If we can start turning this area into some sort of support area, until then, we can see massive pullbacks. But that's why I've given it so much room to breathe. And I don't mind. Honestly, I don't mind. I don't mind. Make sure you guys have secured profits up here, though. Make sure. Secured profits up there. So even if you secured profits up there and your stop loss is open, it shouldn't be a big deal. That's how I trade. I don't usually close everything until I don't make it risk-free until it's like 2-3 pips away from my TP, but always secure profits and make it risk-free, because very easily price can start to reverse and it can start to drop. So always keep that in your mind. So this should be a winning trade for you guys. It should not be an open trade, but I do want to scale in if it gives me those extra bit of confirmations, because this can very easily come down and start breaking lows. But you are up more than 10 pips, so you have no reason to still be any sort of drawdown. But because of the buffer that I've built, I can basically risk to do this. But let's see if we can see those extra bit of rejections to take you all the way to the top side as well. But again, as I said, look, if this was your stop loss, right, this could have been an amazing position. Amazing 1-to-1 hit. Amazing. Nice. Now let's see, can we scale in on this position? In order for us to scale in, we need a pullback. This is our pullback. Now you want this candle to start breaking above and then give you that second bit of position, right? But again, you want to see this candle pushing to the top side with momentum. You don't want to see it coming down. And then second position, let me just take this position out. Second position could be something like this. If we can see something like this resistance area that we have being turned into some sort of support. Let me just show you on my trading view quickly. This could be our scale in. This is how we can potentially scale in now. This becomes your retest. Obviously, you are expecting retest. It's a really volatile session. look at the 15 minute is rejecting off of this resistance area as well. So something like this is expected. This potentially becomes your pullback. So now in order for us to scale in, we need to see, okay, where does usually sellers take control? So over here, sellers take control. Over here, if we start turning this area into support, we can scale in. Otherwise, as I said, we can even see the sells playing out below this. So we can even capitalize on a sell position. But again, if your stop loss is out open, make sure you do manage risk the way I do. I secure profits and I'll leave stop losses open to give gold a little bit more room to breathe. But at 1-to-1, I usually do close about 90% of my position, 80 to 90%. It really depends, right? Sometimes I close about 50%. Again, it depends on the buffer that I've built. So now I want to see if we can start turning this area over here into our support area to take it up. Otherwise, sales can really start playing out as well over here. But amazing winning day, guys. Make sure you have managed your risk. Make sure you have secured profits when you're up 10 pips. Make sure you're doing everything that you're supposed to be doing. Don't be greedy. Don't be greedy. You have no reason to not secure profits when you're up 10 pips. Yet at 1-to-1, you can secure most of your position, but secure some profits. That's why magic keys is essential. So now let's see if we can start turning some sort of support, maybe scale in with another position over here. That would be amazing. Start violating these highs, something like this, stop loss below this to take you all the way back up. I might be looking to do that, honestly. Might be looking to scale in on this position if you can get a nice bullish engulfing candle, because at this point, look at the 15-minute as well. We've had the pullback at this point now. So if we see more momentum kick into the top side, we can most definitely take it back up. Most definitely. And this position should give me a tighter stop loss as well. Actually, no, to be safe, if I do scale in, I'm going to keep my stop loss still below the current structure, which is all the way down there. But now I want to see an engulfing bearish candle starting to violate this. Start turning this area into support, and then at that point, take it up. Otherwise, even I can see the sells playing out from here now. Honestly, I can see that. But for sells, I want to see this area being violated. Sells below this area over here. Until then, it's just bias. This is your pullback at this point now, very structured, because you had such a massive push to the top side. The pullbacks are going to be really aggressive as well. You got to keep that in your mind. Got to keep that in your mind at this point. So now if I see another engulfing bearish candle, I'm taking this all the way to the top side with another position. But obviously, I'm going to lower down my risk on the second position if I do take a scaling position. Input risk. 0.5. Okay, the way this is starting to now turn this area into a resistance, we might even see those sells playing out, honestly. If we start to violate these lows here, I think sells can start playing out as well, because this is one of our areas. But I want to see if we can just turn this area into a pullback to start pushing all the way to the top side. We have another 2 minutes left. Another 2 minutes left. Let's see. Have to see on our hands. Have to see on our hands. Either I'm doing two things. I'm taking on my buy position. So we secured some profits up there, obviously, standard. But if this position's, if I see the selling momentum's kicking in, at that point, I'm not looking to scale in on this position. I'm looking to scale in on a sell position. So I don't mind. But right now, as I said, until we actually start to violate these lows and start turning this into a resistance, I'm not interested in any sort of sell position. It's all just buyers. You're just forming a new low. But if now we can see a massive bearish candle, I think we can see a really nice sell position playing out as well. And that would be my last trade for the day. Last trade for the day. 1 to 2 trades a day. That's it. So let's see what happens. So stop loss obviously below this if I do scale in now, because I can't use this structure as a low. So look, we're tapping into the support area now. This is where you see sell orders being executed. So let's see. Are we going to start violating these lows? Or are we going to still see momentum to the top side? Because we are turning this area into a resistance. I did tell you guys, if we turn this area into a resistance, sells can start to play out as well. So that's why, as I said, if we start turning this area into a resistance, start breaking these lows, at that point, I'm happy to take a sell position. Otherwise, I'm looking to scale into the top side. Being fluid in the market, but right now, the momentum is to the downside. So that's good. Okay, this is the new 5-minute open. Let's look at the wicks. Look at the wicks. You have the bottom wick at this point. The previous 5-minute candle was a really strong pin bar candle. So at this point, honestly, we start violating the highs. could take an impulsive entry to the top side as well. Until then, just have to wait. Right now, need to wait for this candle to form up upper wick. But again, upper wick should be done where the resistance is. If we start violating that at that, oh, look at this. This might just be the entry candle in my opinion. If we start breaking the highs, I think this might just be the entry candle. Oh, this might be the entry candle, guys. Oh, my magic keys is frozen. Oh man, I give up. Oh, don't miss out my entry. Okay, I just want to see this area now starting to turn into support. I'm taking this entry all the way to the top side, honestly. Let's start breaking those highs. Yeah, I don't think my magic keys is gonna let me do anything at this point, guys, unfortunately. It's not even turning on anymore. But yeah, as I said, this area, we start breaking this, start turning this into support. I'm taking a position. I've even deleted MetaTrader 5 from my phone, so I can't really take a position on my phone either. So I have to do this on my with magic keys somehow. So I'll have to figure this out because I think I'm about to miss out on this position. Won't be able to scale in. Okay, let's see.
Your phone, but don't like, you know, put it on your lap again.
Oh no, don't remind me of that. That was terrible. That was really bad. Oh man, I'm gonna miss out this entry, guys, I think.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't think magic keys will allow me to take
you
this
called
entry.
this out.
I don't think magic keys is gonna let me take this entry if this entry does come, honestly. The way it's moving at the moment, I don't think it's gonna be possible, guys.
Oh, magic keys.
Because this area here, I want to see this being turned into support, and then at that point I'm taking a buy position all the way to the top side. But this area here I want to see being broken. Until then, I'm not taking a position, but this will give me the extra bit of confirmation to scale in on this position. Just want to see this nice break to the top side, turn this into a support, start pushing up. Until then, we can still see momentum to the downside. This area here can be turned into some sort of double top area. Stop loss still will be open because it's a low risk position, but the way I'm managing risk, guys, I'm still going to end up profitable for the day. So yeah, don't think I have positions running. I'm not securing anything. I'm managing positions. Oh, give me my entry. Magic keys back, give me my entry. I swear to God. Oh gosh. There we go. Let's see if we can see a nice break to the top side at this point. Can we see it? Looking to execute on something like this. Manually enter. Yeah, I'm thinking I might just have to do something like this. Something like that. Just enter manually. And then obviously... the thing is, right, when you have two positions open, you can't even set a partial TP. That's the worst thing about it. You can't even, literally can't even set up. Yeah. So it's really, it becomes really hard. So I've got another 2 minutes left at this point. Another minute left with a new 5-minute open to form a bottom wick. I'll wait for the next 5-minute open candle. Okay, this is it, guys. Starting to break to the top side at this point. Now, hopefully we can retest this. With the next 5-minute opening, I want to see a bottom wick being formed, and at that point, I'll take a position. But otherwise, I think I might just miss out at this point, honestly. Oh, man. Magic keys. Oh, it is what it is. It is what it is. But waiting for the next 5 minutes to open to give me that entry, basically.
It's the new 4-hour now, right?
Yeah. That's why I want to wait for the bottom wick and then take it back up with the new 4-hour open.
That's a good call.
The new 4-hour open, look, it's got to come down to form a new bottom wick, right? So that's why I'm waiting for the new hourly to open, and then at that point it should give us a good position to the top side. Okay, this is the new 4-hour open. Start coming down and start pushing to the top side. And you see a nice bottom wick being created on this new 4-hour. Nice bottom wick. Okay, there we go.
Okay.
There we go. The bottom wick is really tiny, but again, momentum. We're approaching this resistance area up here as well, guys. So maybe from there we can start to come down to form a new bottom wick. Otherwise, we're going all the way up. So let's see. The bottom wick formation should be now, though. Yeah, let's see what happens, man. Let's see what happens. This is it. This should either be a rocket ship candle all the way to the top side and start breaking all highs to potentially go all the way up there. So I'm actually like, obviously this is where my main TP is about 34 pips. We can really easily see that with this new 4-hour open. So I've even taken out my partial TP at this point because Magic Keys is just bugging out a little bit. So let's see now. Look at the 30-minute as well. The bottom wick is really tiny at the moment, so it becomes a little bit tricky to scale in just yet. But I think this 4-hour candle is going to be a rocket ship. It's going to push all the way to the top side, all the way to the top side, all the way to the top side. So let's see if we start violating these highs now. So let me show you guys again. Up like 10 pips again, guys. Look at this. I mean, if you guys were lucky enough to take a position, unfortunately I wasn't because of Magic Keys, but if you were, again, you're seeing 10 pips for the second time. Actually, you should see more than 10 pips because if you took a position, I was trying to take it all the way from down there, so you should be up like more than 10 pips, right? But look at this beast of a position, guys. What a beast of a position, right? Look at that. As soon as we violate these highs, we're going to fly all the way to the top side, all the way to the top side. And I'm going to take out the whole position. It's going to make me like $2,000 at 32 pips. My main TP is there. I'll just take it out, honestly. But I'm still expecting some sort of bottom wick to be created. It might just be tapping this area, and then from there we start to reject. But at this point, honestly, we start breaking to the top side again. At that point, I'm not expecting any sort of pullbacks. So this is just the last bit of a pullback area we're tapping now. After this, I think we're going to fly all the way to the top side. Really nice push to the top side. So what I might do is, rather than actually like scaling in, I'm just going to hold this position for a little bit of, so like, you know, my stop loss is about, wait, it's about 24 pips. I'll just hold it for 34 pips, the whole position. That's the thing, rather than, so this is another way of like, you know, capitalizing on more profits. I don't need to scale in because I missed my entry and I don't want to take any more entries after missing like my entry. So it is what it is. I'll just hold this position because it needs to do something, right? Look at your 4-hour. If it is going to push up now, you're going to see a massive push to the top side. I'm aiming for the daily highs and I'm taking out my positions and I'm done for the day. Look at that. 11-12 pips. Come on, guys, can we see 40 likes on the YouTube live stream? Look at that. Amazing trade given out to you guys again. We've been giving out free trades every single day. Amazing trades. They all have been winners recently. I haven't taken any losses. And look at that. Again, you're up 10 pips. At this point, again, secure your profits, make it risk-free. Secure profits, make it risk-free. Because I have a buffer, I'm trading in a different way. But this should be 10 pips you're sitting on. Look at that, plus 10 pips. But obviously, two things are going to happen here. From here, we're going to start pushing down, start violating the 4-hour lows to form that bottom wick. But if you start breaking above here now, I don't think we're coming down anymore, honestly. This is the last bit of an area. If we start clearing this area, I think we're going all the way to the top side. This is it now. I think you're going to see 20 pips easily. Easily, guys. Easily. But let's see if we can start clearing this area that we have. If we start clearing this, we're going all the way to the top side. Man, we have been going beast mode recently, guys. Like, just beast mode every day. Winners and winners and winners and winners. Like, so make sure you guys drop a like on the YouTube live stream because we might be able to capitalize on a sell sell from up here as well. So if you guys want to see the breakdown, let's hit 30 likes. If you guys want to see a breakdown for a sell sell potential sell sell from up there, drop a like. Drop a like. But honestly, this is the only bit of area we have that we do need to clear. As soon as we start clearing 1863, at that point, I think we're really easily coming up to the daily highs. And this is it. This might just be it now. As soon as we start breaking these highs, we're going all the way to the top side. It's just this last bit of area. From here, we can see massive push to the downside. But as soon as we start clearing this, I don't expect gold to come down anymore. This is the only bit of area where I am expecting some sort of pullbacks from. But until then, I think we're good to go. Gold slow today, doesn't want to fly. Guys, the 4-hour just opened. This is the new 5-minute open. If it's forming that bottom wick, it can still push up. It can still push up. Again, look at the bottom wick. The bottom wick is really tiny on the 4-hour. So you might want to form the bottom wick first and then push up. But now, I think if it starts breaking these highs here, 1863.65, at that point, you're pushing all the way up to the daily highs. You're not coming down anymore. This is also your new 5-minute open as well. Look at the 5-minute candle, literally forming that bottom wick. As soon as you start breaking the highs, we're going all the way to the top side. This is like when you're going to start flying as soon as you start breaking these highs. That's when gold's gonna start flying. Going to work, making money. That's it, guys. That's what the live streams are about. You're making money while you're working. So this is the only last bit of an area that I'm concerned about. As soon as we start clearing this, I don't think we're coming down anymore. So let's see if we can start breaking to the top side. Look at the way this candle is flipping at this point, the 5-minute candle. Oh man, this candle can pretty much just engulf everything to the left now. If the momentum kicks in, the 4-hour momentum kicks in, this is going to start to skyrocket all the way to the top side. If we can start clearing this area. Until then, I can still expect gold to push down a little bit more just to form that bottom wick on the 4-hour time frame. But now, as I said, we have momentum, we have everything. We're quite bullish on gold. So as soon as we clear these highs, we're pushing all the way to the top side. Until then, I can expect some sort of pullbacks. Because look at your 5-minute candle as well. You have the bottom wick at this point. If you start breaking the bottom wick once again, you're coming all the way down, right? You might see a massive bearish candle. But that's just part of the game. But we do believe in our analysis. Until, as I said, until we start turning this area into a resistance, gold is going up, right? But yeah, it's a little bit choppy today as well, but it's part of the game. No big deal. W, stop loss at BE. Yeah, everyone should have had a winning trade and stop losses should be at break even. Secured profits. Even if your stop losses are not at break even, usually I don't put my stop losses at break even, but always secure profits and make it risk free, right? Risk free, you can still make it risk free. You don't have to put your stop loss at break even. If you secure 50% at like 1-to-1 or something, you can make it risk free really easily. Or you can secure even more than 50%. And then at that point, you know, you've secured profits. Even if your stop loss gets hit, it's still a profitable trade. So look at this candle now. As I said, as soon as we start breaking to the top side, this is going to fly now. There we go, guys. 15 pips up. Make sure you drop a like on the YouTube live stream. This is going to fly straight up now. At this point, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it risk-free. Stop loss at entry. Oh, man. I don't think it's going to even let me put my stop loss at entry. But look at that. 20 pips up, guys. Drop a like on the YouTube live stream. Start dropping W's in the YouTube live chat. Look at this beast. This is going to fly now. And at this point, I cannot take any more drawdown on this trade. Because if it goes down, it will stop me at break even. But look at this beast, guys. I told you guys, as soon as we break those highs, we're going to fly straight to the TP. So at this point, look, the 1-to-1s should have been hit ages ago. And yeah, amazing trade, right? Amazing trade. Amazing. What a beautiful trade this was. Amazing trade. You should have your profits secured. Everything should be secured. You should not be in this trade and nothing should be secured. Pretty much everything should be secured. You're up 17 pips. What's the reason for you to not secure profits? Secure profits. Always secure profits. But yeah, let's just see what this beast can do at this point, honestly. Because honestly, if we start turning this area into support, start breaking these highs again, as I said, we're pushing all the way to the tops, all the way to the daily highs. I can really see that happening. Really see that happening. Because look at this bearish, bullish engulfing candle just breaking out of the range. What a beast, right? So let's see if this candle can start pushing to the top side. Start breaking all highs. At that point, we're going straight up. Straight up, guys. Straight up. But yeah, as I said, my stop loss is at break even as well. I'm just holding this to the daily highs. But profits should be secured. Profits should be secured. But at this point, this is a really high confirmation trade. Look at that. Man, only if I could have scaled in with another entry, it would have been a big day, money day. But look at this. This is, as soon as we start breaking these highs, I don't think we're coming down. Look at this area. We're turning this area into some sort of support. And this is your 4-hour push as well. So at this point, look at your 4-hour candle. It's just pushing and pushing and pushing. It's amazing, right? We're tapping into this area here now. Look, if we start turning this area into support, we're gonna see all highs being violated, and we're gonna see such a massive push to the top side. Such a massive push to the top side. At this point, because the engulfing bullish candle was so big, you can see some sort of pullbacks, right? There we go, starting to reject, and this is it, guys. This is I think this is the rocket ship candle. It's gonna fly straight up to the daily highs. Straight up to the daily highs. I think this candle might be it. It needs to just start breaking these highs. It's gonna start engulfing everything to the left, and it's gonna be a 10-20 pip candle straight to the top side. And look at that, you're up 20 pips again. Wow, guys, look at this beast, man. I'm just aiming for the daily highs because I want to call it a day early today. I have some business meetings, but man, if you're holding this all the way from the downside, oof. you're going to see like 100 plus pips to the top side really easily. This candle here should start breaking all highs now, and you should fly all the way to the top side. All the way to the top side. This is your correction done at this point as well. This massive bullish candle just got corrected 50% mark, and so at this point you're just expecting a massive push, to the top side. This candle here, you want it to start breaking all highs at this point now. As soon as you break those highs, you're pushing all the way to the top side. But as I said, make sure guys drop a like on the YouTube live stream. Look at this. This is with 100% transparency. We show you our trade, we give you a trade, and like we execute on the trades we give out as well. After doing an intense breakdown, we told you guys, look, as soon as price does this, we're gonna execute. We executed, and look at this now. And so make sure, let's see if we can hit 40 likes. That's my goal. I don't think I've had 40 likes before. So if you guys can make it happen, that'll be a happy day for me. It'll give me the extra bit of motivation to turn up every day. So let's see if we can hit 40 likes on the YouTube live stream, because I think we can really see nice sales playing out from up here as well. As soon as we form some sort of double top up here, because there is no bump wick on this 4-hour candle as well. So if you can see a massive rejection from up there, I think we can start seeing nice sales playing out. So if you guys want to see us obviously give you that sell setup as well from up there, drop a like guys. Let's see if we can see 40 likes. Okay, look at the time again. Another 3 minutes left for the new 15-minute to open. Hopefully with the new 15-minute open, you can start pushing up again. So far, everything is good. So far, so good, right? So far, so good. Let's see if we can start turning this area into some sort of support, honestly. At that point, I'm expecting price to push all the way to the top side. But honestly, guys, the profits are secured. So even if it does stop us at a break even, I haven't secured much though. I think just a little bit. I think less than 50% has been secured on this. I've secured about, I think, tiny bit of profits. So I do want to see this play out, because it will give me 2k if it goes straight to my TV. If it doesn't stop me out at break even, but if it does, it is what it is. I'll call it a day. No big deal. But yeah, guys, let's drop a like on the YouTube live stream. We got another minute left for the new 15-minute open. Another 2 minutes left. Hopefully, if we can survive this, our runner can do some crazy damage. I'm still expecting the daily highs to get tapped, but again, we don't have a bump wick on the 4-hour, so you can see crazy sells playing out as well from up here. That's the best thing, right? If we can tap this, you can also see nice sells playing out from all the way up there. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Just gotta let it do his thing. So more than 40 people watching right now. How many likes do we have? Let's see. Let me quickly go on the YouTube live stream. Oh, 24 likes. Nice, guys. Let's see if we can hit 40 likes. That's the goal. 40 likes. And okay, again, going back to the charts. Look at your 4-hour. Starting to reject from the top side at this point, right? So again, look to the left. This is the area. As long as we don't violate these lows here, I think we should be good to go up. This becomes like, this sort of becomes your correction at this point, right? So you're expecting the new 15-minute open to push it all the way back up, because look, now this is your new highs again being formed. So now again, to form new highs, you need some sort of momentum to kick in. The momentum will kick in the next minute. So if our runner can survive this, I think we can fly all the way to the top side. But if it stops us out, it is what it is. It's part of the game, right? Part of the game. Let's see what happens, man. Man, I was trying to scale in all the way from down there. Imagine if this magic keys didn't let me scale in. Oh, it would have been a highly profitable day, honestly. Highly profitable day. But look at that. I got like 6 slots open on this position still. I'm looking to hold this all the way up to the daily highs. So the next minute open, hopefully if we can, so this candle now, if this can start engulfing everything to the left, and then with the new 15-minute open, we can make that little bit of a pullback, tiny wick, and then all the way to the top side. Another minute left now, guys. Literally a couple seconds left, actually. 3 seconds left. Let's see if this 15-minute open can start pushing all the way to the top side. It needs to obviously form a bottom wick first. So let's see if we can start forming a bottom wick first. As long as we don't violate these structural lows, I think we should be good to go up. Let's see if our runner can survive. Still up 7 pips on this position right now. And now let's see if we can see a massive engulfing bullish candle all the way to the top side. As long as we don't violate these 4-hour lows, I think we should be good to go. There we go. Is this the engulfing bullish candle all the way to the top side? We have momentum. Can we see something like this being repeated? This is a 15-minute open. There we go, guys. There we go. There we go. Drop a like on the YouTube live stream. Look at this beast, man. Straight to the top side. Straight to the top side. Look at this beast. Wow, wow, wow. Let's see now if we can start filling up the range, because it can potentially still be forming the upper wick, but look at the momentum kicked in all the way to the top side, engulfing everything to the left. So now at this point, honestly, as long as this candle still does respect the lows, I think we should be good to go up. At this point, I want to see lows not being violated. The lows are all the way down there. So at this point, if we do violate the lows, obviously it's going to stop on my runner. Otherwise, we're good to go up, man. Look at this position. It should be good to go up. Let's see. Let's see. So at this point, look, it was also forming the upper wick on the 15 minutes as well, right? We have the upper wick and we have the bottom wick. If it violates the bottom wick, most probably we're getting stopped out. If it respects the bottom wick, it starts breaking the upper wick, we're going all the way to the top side. So let's see if we can start breaking the upper wick again for the second time, because what business does it have breaking the upper wick after forming an upper wick? Well, the only business is that it wants to form a new high. It's as simple as that. Your volatility in the market now. Man, gold is a little bit slow today though. We haven't seen a massive push. So let's see if we start breaking this upper wick now. As soon as we start breaking 1863.700, we're going to see a massive push all the way to the top side of the range. As soon as we start violating the top side of the range, it's going all the way up to the daily highs. And then at that daily highs, I'm taking out this position because potentially can see sales playing out from up there. Really nice sell setup can play out from up there. If we get a massive rejection from up there, gold is at all-time highs. We can see a nice sell setup playing out, honestly. But if we start turning the area into a support as well, we can see a massive push to the top side as well. So either way, we have potential to the top side as well as the downside. But I want to see the tops being retested for the second time before taking it down. I don't want it to go down anymore. There we go. The rocket ship all the way to the top side, guys. All the way to the top side. All the way to the top side. I need some water, man, honestly. Let's see if we can respect the lows. As long as we respect these lows, I think this candle is just going to start breaking highs and start pushing all the way to the daily highs. There we go. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. So far, so good. So far, so good. I think, guys, daily highs are coming at this point. Honestly, the way this candle is printing, daily highs are coming at this point. What's happened, Ange? Another awesome day. Yeah, our girls are up. See y'all tomorrow. Take care, take care, take care. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. But honestly, from here now, we just need some more momentum to kick in, and we're going all the way up to the daily highs. And we got NYSE approaching in the next 12 minutes as well. So if we can start forming higher highs, higher lows above this resistance area with the NYSE, we're going to see such a massive push to the top side. It's going to be insane. Is going to be insane. The 4 hour is just going to start. We're going to have this wick fill, honestly, on the 4 hour, which is also the daily highs. I can really see that happening. It will be insane. Look at this beast again. Look at this beast, guys. Wow. Wow. How many likes do we have on the YouTube live stream now, guys? We only have 25 likes, guys. Let's hit 40 likes. Look at this beast all the way to the top side. Our TP is about to get hit as well, which is the daily highs. Start dropping W, guys. Start dropping W's on the YouTube live stream. Look at this beast all the way to the top side. As soon as we start violating these highs, I don't think we're coming back anymore. As soon as we start violating these highs, honestly, this 1864.65 area, as soon as we break it, we're going all the way to the daily highs. Nothing is stopping us at that point. This candle breaks, these highs break, you're going to see this candle fly to the top side, all the way to the top side, all the way to the top side. Obviously, you're expecting pullbacks from here, right? But you don't want to see these lows being violated. And at this point, you just want to see this candle turn into a pullback candle and start breaking the highs and push all the way to the top side. So far, so good. So far, so good. Honestly, if the NYSE can kick in at this point, man, it will be amazing. Look at that rejection from the downside as well. At this point, honestly, if we stay up here and NYSE kicks in, I can see us pushing all the way to the top side. All the way to the top side. Really massive push to the top side. because it just needs a little bit more volatility. At that point, we're going to start clearing these highs. As soon as we break this upper wick, we're going all the way to the daily highs. Honestly, this is the last bit of an area we have. But again, we can be forming a double top up here as well, so be extra bit careful, right? There we go. Look at that rejection again. Is rejecting from the downside. As you guys can see, a lot of buyers are sitting here, man. A lot of buyers are sitting here. They want to take the price up. We're just waiting for some more momentum to kick in, hopefully in the next 10 minutes, 9 minutes to be precise. But I think it might just be it now, guys. We can start breaking to the top side. Let's see what happens. Look at this rejection forming low, higher highs, higher lows. This kind of might just be it, guys. As soon as we start clearing these highs, I think we're pushing all the way to the top side. We just need to clear those highs. This is the last bit of an area we have. This area is causing us some sort of problem. So as soon as we're done with this area, we're pushing. Nothing is stopping us from achieving daily highs. The target is daily highs and it's going to get hit as soon as we clear these highs over here. It's the last bit of an area we have. That's why this position here should be risk-free. Profits should be secured for everyone, honestly. This is it now. This is it now. Can this candle start flipping at this point? Start violating the highs and start pushing all the way to the top side. You don't want to see lows being violated. There we go. Bullish, massive, massive, massive candle. Wow. This is it, guys. This candle might give us the TP at this point now. All the way to the daily highs. This candle can do it. 100% I can see this candle doing it. Because look at the way this candle is just flipping now. So as soon as we start breaking to the top side, we're going all the way up. All the way up, honestly. And then I'm going to chill my stop losses all most probably. If we start breaking to the top side. I'm going to put my stop loss below this little area here. Need to start clearing these highs at this point.
Oh, we couldn't break through because it was the previous daily high.
That's the thing. There we go. There we go. There we go. This is it.
Why.
This is about to fly to the top side. Honestly, this candle is the way this is flipping.
No,
we just need to break those highs. Just need little bit more momentum to kick in, which is potentially in the next 7 minutes. At that point, daily highs. Nothing is gonna stop us from achieving daily highs. Honestly, nothing whatsoever. But if we start violating 1863.70, I might secure just a little bit more profits. Because we are technically forming a double top up here as well, so we can see a massive correction. So I might secure some more profits if we start violating these lows over here. Just to secure some more profits, right? And then I'll still leave my position up here. But the 1-to-1 would have been hit though, long time ago. If we were playing based off just the 1-to-1, but I'm not. Because I couldn't scale in, unfortunately. Just needed just a little bit of momentum and I think we're going to fly all the way to the top side. All the way to the top side, honestly. These are your daily highs as well. Just need... Below here, I'm going to secure just a little bit more profit if we start violating these lows at this point now, because this area is holding for a little bit and where SE will potentially need to form a bond wick as well. So just in case I get wicked, I do want to secure some more profits up here because we're literally just chilling at all-time highs. The entry was all the way down there. If we start violating these lows, I'm going to secure some more profits. Until then, I think we're good to go up. Just needs a little bit more momentum to kick in, just a tiny bit more volume, and then at that point you're going to see an engulfing bullish candle like a rocket ship giving us 30 pips in like a couple seconds. You're going to see like 10 pips to the top side in like 2-3 seconds. I know that would happen, honestly. Just needs a little bit more momentum to kick in. Because look at the time, NYSE is literally approaching in the next 5 minutes. So now we got another minute with the new minute opening. At this point, you're obviously going to create the bond wick, right? So you might see a nice push down and then obviously from there start exploding up. But if you can start, oh, there we go, guys. Look at this beast at this point. Look at this beast, man. Look at this beast. Wow, wow, wow. Look at this. See, I told you. Look at this beast, man. Look at this beast. Wow, amazing stuff, guys. Amazing, amazing. So I've secured some profits up there again. I want to keep on securing profits, and at this point I'm just going to let the rest run all the way to the highs. Honestly, I think we can even hold this all the way, because let's look at the daily time frame. If it does violate the daily highs at this point, we really easily can go up to the previous daily highs. So even 1870 could easily be tapped. We can easily see 1870 being tapped. So at this time I've secured some more profits. So let's see. Yeah, let's have this as our TP. So this is the bond wick being created. Let's see if we can hit this TP now with our NYSE approaching. It's like a 60 pips TP. I can most definitely see that. Look at the daily candle. We have the bottom wick at this point as well on the weekly candle. Look at the weekly candle. Have the bottom wick. As soon as we start flipping bullish, we're gonna come all the way up. And look at the weekly range. The weekly range is all the way up there, guys. And the daily highs are coming up. The daily highs are coming up. This is the bottom wick done on the 5-minute candle. At this point, look at the daily highs. We're about to violate the daily highs once again. Literally, the daily highs are about another 11 pips away. So yeah, let me quickly show you guys the daily highs. If we quickly go onto the time frames, the daily highs are our first target, right? Look at that. The daily highs are literally about to get tapped. It's just there, literally just there. More than 20 pips up at this point, guys. Again, man, I wish I could have scaled in. This would have been an amazing position. But yeah, daily highs are literally about to get tapped. So daily highs are pretty much like 1865.76. After we start to violate daily highs, we're going to see so much liquidity being grabbed. At that point, you're going to see if this area gets turned into support, we're going to see explosive push to the top side. So I don't know, I might look to scale in with another position just above the daily highs. But let's see. I do want to take out some more profits though around daily highs, so which is 1865.700 plus, right? Let's zoom out. So let's see, maybe we might be able to scale in with another position as soon as we start to violate the daily highs, because you're going to grab so much liquidity. And if we grab liquidity with the NYSE open, oh man, the momentum to the top side is going to be insane after forming the bottom wick on the weekly time frame as well. Look at that. This is the bottom wick done on the weekly time frame. And what business does have price violating it has no business violating the daily highs. So if you do violate the daily highs and start grabbing all of the liquidity and start turning this area into your support with the NYSE, oh man, you're gonna see like an insane push to the top side. So let's see if we can see that forming up, honestly. But look at that. Trade one, winner, guys. Winner, chicken dinner. The 1-2-1 was all the way down there. So let's see if we can scale this all the way up now. All the way up. Maybe like 100 pips to the top side. But make sure, guys, let's see if we can hit 40 likes on the live stream. We might be looking to take another buy position above the daily highs with the NYSE approaching in the next 2 minutes. But guys, if you guys want us to give you more analysis, let's see if we can hit 40 likes, guys. That's our target for the day. We got more than 40 people watching. All you guys got to do is just drop a like quickly. Look at this. This is with 100% transparency, guys. All you got to do is just hit the like button. 40 likes is our target. We got about 50 people watching almost. And so yeah, it's really easily achievable. Okay, let's look at the 4 hours all. Look at this. Look, the thing is, right, with the NYSE open, we're definitely going to have a wick fill, which is the daily highs. Daily highs, wick fill is coming up 100%. At daily highs, I'm going to see some more profits though, as soon as we tap the daily highs. As soon as we hit the daily highs. And then obviously we start violating the daily highs. At that point, we're pushing all the way to the top side, man. All the way to the top side. But I can really see us having some sort of wick fill up to the daily highs though. More than definitely that can happen. NYSE is approaching in another minute, guys. Another minute we're gonna see NYSE. So if we start breaking to the top side now, and NYSE opens, and if we start forming a bond wick just down here, oh man, we're gonna see explosive move to the top side. Man, I need some water now. I've been talking too much. Come on, guys, look how much I'm talking. Drop a like. But Ange, this might be a really good opportunity to scale in with another buy position. That's what I'm thinking.
That's what I'm thinking right now.
With the NYSE, if we start respecting these laws, I want to see how much of a bottom wick we form on the NYSE though, because we're gonna have a wick fill. Either that, or we're gonna start pushing down to form a new bottom wick on the 4 hour. But I don't see 4 hour coming down from this area though. I see it coming down potentially from the daily highs. But again, it is gold for you, so gold can pretty much do anything. But with the NYSE open, if we can start respecting 1863, potentially like, there we go, this is the NYSE open. What are we going to see, guys? Can we see some sort of bond wick being formed after that massive push to the top side? I want to see a nice bond wick though. I want it to come down a little bit. Let's look at the 30 minutes. Look at the previous 30 minute. What engulfing bullish candle, closing above the resistance as well. And this is the bond wick now being formed. As long as we don't violate the structural laws, which is our 1862, I think we should be good to go up. But it needs to form a bond wick though. And after that, just start flipping to the top side. And then at that point, daily highs are coming. This is your NYSE open now. This might give us the opportunity to scale in, honestly. Because look at that. It's literally come down, it's tapping this resistance area on the 30 minutes as well. So if you can see like a massive flip, stop breaking the 30-minute highs at that point, the next destination is the next wick, which is the daily highs. Oh, this might just be it. This might just be it, guys. This might just be it. This might just start flipping now, start breaking highs all the way to the top side. Let's see. This might just be it now. Honestly. NYSE open, a lot of momentum kicks into the markets, and if we start violating these highs, it's going to go straight up to the daily highs, which we have another 10 pips to the top side. But I really do want to wait for this to first form that bottom wick, just to be on the safer side before anything, because we're sitting in deep profits right now, guys. So we can risk some profits to make more profits, but again, need to have those extra bit of confirmations right before we just start executing on something. But look at that. As soon as we start violating these highs, I think we're going to see a nice push to the daily highs. From the 30-minute highs to the daily highs, you have nice 8 to 10 pips. So I think NYSE can give us that push to the daily highs. And that's our main target, right? Our first TP is the daily highs. At that point, I'm taking out some more profits. And then I'll wait for some more confirmations and potentially risk those profits to make more profits. Let's see how it plays out. From there you can see really nice. Oh, there we go, guys. Look at this beast all the way to the top side, to the daily highs. Drop a like on the YouTube live stream. Look at this beast, 30 plus pips up at this point, guys. Let's go. There we go. Daily highs hit, guys. Those are your daily highs hit at this point. I'm gonna just start taking out some more profit if we start to reject here. I'm gonna take out just a little bit more profits. That's the daily highs again hit, guys. Oh, Magic Keys, what's happening? It's not letting me take out some profit here. Wow, drop a W in the YouTube live stream, guys. Look at the daily highs. What a beast. Told you guys, but as soon as we start violating the daily highs, man. Oh, man, we're going to see something crazy as soon as we start violating the daily highs. Oh, wow. Look at this beast, guys. Drop a like on the YouTube live stream. Drop a W in the YouTube live stream. Look at that. The TP has been hit. And at this point, we're going to see a nice push to the top side, guys. Look at that. What a beast. What a beast. What a beast. What a beast, guys. Wow. Amazing. Start spamming W's in the YouTube live stream. Amazing. But honestly, at this point, man, oh man, we start turning this area into a support. That's the opportunity to scale in with some of the profits we've just made now, all the way to the highs. Because look, the daily needs to still push. I can still see us pushing. If we start breaking this, man, the previous daily highs are all the way up there, and we have the bottom wick on the weekly candle as well. So what is stopping us from achieving the previous daily highs? Look how far the previous daily highs are now from the current daily highs. Literally 100 pips away. But again, as I said, guys, I've secured more profits here because we can potentially start to reject, and sells can start playing out from here because a lot of sell orders are up here, right? So that's why I've secured some more profits up there. But what amazing session we had, guys. Make sure you drop a like. Oh man, let's see if we can start. So look, again, this area here, you know, a lot of sell orders are being activated. So if you see amazing momentum kick into the downside, start violating all the lows, you can even see a sell playing out. But until then, guys, if we start violating these highs again now, start forming new daily highs, start seeing more momentum kick into the top side, this is gonna fly to the top side. There we go, guys. 30 plus pips up again. Wow. But the TP's hit, guys. It's a winning trade right there. Wow, amazing. Played out literally to the T. Told you with the NYSE, you're gonna see the momentum kick in, and you're gonna see amazing push to the top side. Look at this beast now. Oh, look at this beast, guys. About 40 pips coming up. Look at this, amazing. Oh, look at this, guys. Look at this. Wow, what amazing push. 40 pips up at this point. Amazing. Man, this is gonna fly now. If we turn this area into support, we're going all the way to the previous daily highs. But first target will be 1868. 1868 is the first target because we do have some sort of selling orders over here. We have sell orders over here sitting at 1868, so you know a lot of sell orders will get activated at 1868, so you do want to watch out for 1868. But now at this point, honestly, we start breaking these highs again, start collecting more buy orders. We're pushing up to 1868, start violating 1868, we're going up to 1870. As soon as we clear 1870, next target is the previous weekly highs, which is all the way up there, 100 pips to the top side. So now at this point, you can even see sells playing out as well. So let's just see what happens. But wow, guys, what amazing session, right? Amazing session. Wow, amazing. Man, look at my TP. That's why I moved it all the way to the top side. I knew this was going to happen. That's why I secured profits, and now I'm just going to let this run. Because now we have violated the daily highs and we have formed new daily highs. So now we start collecting more buy orders from here, start grabbing liquidity, stopping out all the sellers. This is going to be a rocket ship to the top side. We're going to see amazing push to the top side, honestly. Amazing push. Oh, wow. 50 pips up, guys. 50 pips up. We're going to see 50 pips just now. What's happening, Garcia? Are you holding this?
You already know, my dog.
That's what I love to hear, my brother. I love the confidence going up. Lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. Guys, do we have 40 likes on the YouTube live stream? That's what we are asking for. Just 40 likes. We still have 28 likes. Let's see if we can at least hit 30 likes, guys. Drop 2 more likes. All you gotta do is just click a button, which takes a couple seconds. Let's do that. But wow, man. Man, I'm just gonna secure some more profits here because we can start seeing more sell orders being executed here and then sellers taking control. So I'm gonna just execute some more. Honestly, gonna take us some more profits here, and then now the rest of this just let it run all the way up to the TP, and it's really achievable. Really achievable. But this is just price collecting some more buy orders. Honestly, even like at this point, a really good position to the top side can be executed on right here, honestly. If we start closing above these daily highs, because this is like all your buy orders are being executed here, as soon as this starts flipping, starts breaking its own highs, we can push all the way to the top side. Look at the 4 hour though. Look at the 4 hour. See how the 4 hour is just pushing all the way to the top side at this point as well. But again, I've secured some profits up there because I do understand that there are a lot of sellers sitting up here and potentially price. They can drive the price all the way down, right? So I'm being just extra bit careful. But guys, I'm just going to leave this TP now. All the profits have been secured. Main TPs, as I said, is all the way at 1868. But we'll catch up with you guys again tomorrow. Thank you guys for tuning in. We had about 50 people watching today. Amazing numbers are growing day by day. I mean, we're killing it here, guys, for free with 100% transparency. And thank you guys for tuning in. We'll catch up with you guys tomorrow. Peace. Make sure you drop a like on the YouTube live stream. Let's see if we can hit 30 likes. And we'll catch up with you guys tomorrow, same time. Peace.